Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 30 of 113 Minutes by James Patterson and Max DeLallo. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. 45 seconds. This part of West Texas is as flat as a pancake, not a hillside for 100 miles, and most buildings in Hobart top out as 2 floors. Tonight, that just wasn't going to be tall enough for me, so I took that long drive to the giant water tower on the outskirts of town. I parked my truck, I hopped the rusty metal fence, then I climbed up slow and steady, all the way to the top over 80 feet high. Yes, I was breaking the law, but after months of robbing and shooting and evidence tampering, what was a little harmless trespassing? I settled in and aimed a pair of high-powered binoculars at a multi-acre farm about half a mile to the southwest. It belonged to a band of meth dealers that I had on very good authority was currently being surrounded on 4 sides by the FBI. Stevie, Nick, and JD had just arrived for my dinner party, and we were helping me set the table when I got the text from Mason. It read simply, "Thinking of you," with a smiley face. When I read it, I gasped and rushed out the door alone. I insisted. Mason often sent me sweet little text messages throughout the day, but he never, ever ended them with a smiley or winking face. He thought it was childish, not cute, so did I, which meant we both agreed using one would make the perfect secret code to alert me that the FBI's raid on the McKinley farm was a go. For safety's sake, Mason had refused for weeks to give me any specific details about the case against the McKinleys was developing or when the search and arrest warrants would come through, but recently he'd started dropping hints that it was close. I always knew this day would come. I had a feeling it might be tonight, but I didn't know for certain until barely 90 minutes ago. From my elevated perch, I watched the whole thing happen, the multiple teams of SWAT agents, the lumbering armored vehicles, the shooting, the screaming. I prayed to God that Mason wouldn't be harmed. I prayed that none of his colleagues would be either, but I prayed that Abe McKinley and his boys, well, I prayed they finally faced justice, whatever that meant. However, the man upstairs decided to mete it out, which was the real purpose of my hell of a plan all along. Yes, we needed the money to pay back the bank to save our farm desperately, but more than anything, I needed to make McKinley pay for killing my boy, and tonight I finally did, with the help of my then fiancé and now husband, who walked me through the ins and outs of a federal bank robbery investigation, who planted the assault rifles at the Golden Acres Horse Ranch, who discovered the location of the payphone Hank used to call in an anonymous tip that turned up Stevie on camera wearing a white wig buying the Halloween masks. My hell of a plan worked like a hell of a charm. I've been sitting on the ledge of the water tower for well over an hour. Finally, the shooting seems to have stopped for good. Agents are moving in and out of the farmhouse now with ease. So were crime scene techs and paramedics. I even think I spy Abe McKinley himself being hauled out in cuffs, thrashing and carrying on like the madman he is. I'd love to have seen his face when he realized what was happening and when he realized why, but I'll settle for hearing about it from Mason secondhand. I should probably get back home. The show's over, folks. I still have that dinner party to throw, and now my family really was something to celebrate. I'm sure Mason is going to be tied up at the scene for hours, but he'll have to come home eventually. When he does, I'll still be up waiting, beyond grateful. I put away my binoculars and stand, stretching out my cramped legs, but before I climb down, I take out a folded piece of paper from the pocket of my jeans. I carefully open it. It's that drawing Alex made in first grade that I just discovered tonight, of him and me floating together in outer space, the destination of his dreams. As my eyes begin to water, all these months of pain and stress and work and agony finally coming to an end, I hold the paper to my chest. And I look up at the night sky, a blanket of blackness dotted with 1,000,000,000 points of light. Alex, I think you were floating in the stars. You made it after all. May you find peace and comfort and love. Someday I will be there beside you, just like you dreamed, but not yet. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.